Hello my dear students, I hope you all are keeping safe and healthy. My name is Abha and today I am here to share a story with all of you. The name of the story is Fat Ramesh. So once upon a time there lived a man, his name was Ramesh, and Ramesh lived in a very small village called Anandpur. He had a small hut and he lived with his wife called Radha. Ramesh had a very bad habit of overeating, and he mostly waited for invitations for birthday parties, weddings or any other functions so that he could go there and eat to his heart's content. One day he came to know that there was wedding of his friend Vishnu's daughters. Excitedly he reached there. The moment Vishnu saw him, he got a little nervous and tensed. Ramesh said, "Hello Vishnu, how are you? You did not tell me that your daughter is getting married. That's really bad of you, and neither did you invite me." Vishnu replied, "Oh yes, you know what, I was very busy with the other household chores and preparations." Ramesh told him not to worry about that, and without even letting Vishnu speak, he entered inside and went to the room where food was being served. Vishnu was tensed and he wondered, "Oh no, Ramesh has come to this wedding and I'm sure he is going to eat all the food. My dear Baratis won't get anything to eat. What shall I do?" But it was too late. Ramesh was already seated to eat food. He asked the helpers to get baskets of puris and buckets of dal. And so he hogged and hogged and hogged on food. After a few hours, the helpers ran to Vishnu and said, "Vishnu sir, please come inside. Ramesh has eaten everything. The Baratis hardly got any food. 5 buckets of dal, 7 baskets of puri, 2 baskets of fried fish and 5 baskets of laddus. Everything is finished." Vishnu was extremely embarrassed. He went inside and he requested Ramesh to leave. He had a really bad experience, and Vishnu shared this with the other villagers, and then they all quietly and secretly made a pact that they would not invite Ramesh to their functions, and even if he reaches there, he would not be allowed inside. The next morning, Radha went to the river to fill water. As soon as she reached there, the women at the river bank were gossiping about Ramesh. They were laughing and giggling. Radha heard everything, and then they asked Radha, "Hey, don't you give Ramesh enough food that he keeps on gate crashing weddings and functions to eat?" Radha had no words. Quietly she came back home. She did not even fill water. When she came back, she was very, very angry, and she told Ramesh everything. Ramesh, on the other hand, did not care at all, and he told Radha not at all to give any attention to these gossips. Many days had passed. Ramesh had not visited any of the functions, weddings or birthday party. And then suddenly he heard something. A man was playing the drums and he was roaming in the village, making an announcement that the Zamindar's grandson's first birthday was tomorrow, and on this occasion he was giving a lunch party to all the villagers and everyone was invited. Super excited, Ramesh was all set to go to this party tomorrow. The next day he got ready and left for Zamindar's house. When he reached the house, the guards recognized him and they did not allow him to enter inside. Ramesh was angry. He said, how can they not allow me to enter inside? I have a good idea. And then he went to the backside of the building. He knew that the boundary wall was broken. He jumped the wall and sneaked inside the room where the food was being served. He sat there. In no time, the zamindar noticed and recognized Ramesh. He said, Ramesh, you weren't invited to this party? And Ramesh, as adamant, told him that he was not willing to leave. So then, the zamindar gave him a challenge. He told him, okay, you are here to eat, right? So let's set up a challenge for you. You will eat against my 3 bodyguards. Is that okay with you? Ramesh was glad and he agreed. So the 3 bodyguards sat along with Ramesh. So they all sat down to eat. The food was being served and served and served and served again. Surprisingly, the bodyguards gave up very soon. Ramesh continued to eat and he won. But after he had finished eating, Ramesh was not able to stand up on his feet and he collapsed. In no time, the doctor of the village was called to check up on Ramesh. After the doctor had done his checkup, he told that Ramesh's cholesterol levels were extremely high, which was dangerous to his health. Ramesh was scared and he was surprised. And this health issue was because of his habit of overeating. The zamindar made him understand how important it is to consume food in small quantities and at a time during the day. Ramesh had never paid attention to these things, but at the end of the day, it affected his entire health. And then from that day onwards, he tried to eat food in smaller quantities so that his body was able to digest that food and he could have a healthy and a long life. So with this we come to the end of the story. But my dear students, did you notice how greedy Ramesh was in terms of eating? And I'm sure sometime or the other we all have this habit. We crave for certain things, be it junk food, be it fried food, or be it fast food. But one thing that we all have to remember and we all have to take care is that our body is the most important thing. It is something that, it is a part of us. So if we are not eating right, if we are not eating on time, if we are not eating the proper quantity, the body will react to it. And that will do nothing but disturb our life. It will cause pain, it will cause tension. So, to have a healthy and a happy and a longer life, let's eat healthy and let's eat correct. Thank you so much.